Set your feet hip distance apart. Come up to stand and turn your palms to face forward and close your eyes. The essence or the core principle of Pilates is like yoga, connection to breath. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Breathe in here again. And breathe out. Good. Take your arms, cross them over your chest. Blink open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend into your knees. Lower your arms alongside your body. As you inhale, straighten your legs and reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Try that again. Cross your arms. Take a breath in, really slow. Exhale, bend into your knees. Lower your arms alongside your body. Inhale, reach your arms up. Palms connect. And exhale your hands to your heart. Cross your arms the other way. So left arm in front if right arm was in front before. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend into your knees. Lower your arms. The inhale picks you back up. Lower your palms to heart center. Close your eyes. Bow your head into your hands. And think about an intention for maybe your practice, but maybe this is a good time to set a New Year's intention. And then go ahead and engage your core. Get really, really strong through the front line of your body. Feel your abdominal muscles, even if they're covered and caked in turkey and treats and charcuterie and wine. Just engage those core muscles and see if you can feel the strength that you know is there. And now keep the core muscles engaged. Engage your bum. Your quads naturally engage with it. Your hamstrings are strong. Can you try to engage your calves? So down the entire back line of your leg. Keep your tummy engaged. Take a breath in. Exhale. Let everything relax. Good. Take your hands alongside your body. Inhale, reach your arms up as you lower your hips down. Exhale, hands to your heart. So a little bit quicker. Inhale, reach your arms up as you come into your squat. Exhale, hands to your heart. And when you come up, you're pushing your pubic bone forward. Inhale, reaching up, sitting down. Exhale to stand. That's 3. We're going for 4. Pulling up. 5. Breathing with the movement. 6. You're already hot and sweaty. I know it. 7. 8. Pubic bone really pushes forward as you come up. 9. The last one. 10. Pause here. Take a deep breath in and just feel the heat. And then exhale, relax. Take your arms alongside your body. Step your feet even wider. Feet come to a wide stance. And then bend into your knees and track your knees over each of your ankles. So they're not coming in. They're not flailing out. They're directed right over your ankles towards that third toe. Got it? Hands can be on your thighs. They could be at your chest. For a little added work, you might take your hands up and out. You could even hold weights in this shape. And now sink your hips a little deeper. Pull your pubic bone in and tighten up through your tummy. So imagine that corset analogy that I know you've heard me use before. Imagine you're putting on a corset, the core gets strong, the butt is strong. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just sink down a little lower. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale a bit lower. Inhale, pick it up. You're here for 8. That's it. 7. 6. Keep your core strong. 5. 4. Notice what muscles are working. 3. Glutes. 2. Calves. And 1. Your quads might be on fire. Take a deep breath in. Soften the upper body. Hands can come to your chest if you'd like. Sink your hips even lower. Feel the strength through your legs, through your trunk. Can you lift up your right heel? Lower it back down. Lift up your left heel and lower it back down. So if you're nursing any foot or ankle injuries, just stay in the deep squat and work on breath or do tiny pulses. Otherwise, you're pulsing by just lifting one heel and then the next. For 5, that's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink a little lower still. Feel the legs firing up. Take breaks when you need to. Could you lift up one heel and then the other? Drop one heel and then the other. Drop the pelvis lower. One heel lifts, opposite heel lifts. So both heels are lifted up. Drop one heel, drop the opposite. And that is the simplest, easiest little motion that hurts the most in our quads when we're doing this kind of really, really isolated work. Notice what's happening with your trunk. Make sure everything's still tight and engaged. So you're protecting your lower back from doing this work. For 3, think your hips lower for 2, and 1. Come all the way up to stand. Hands can come onto your hips. Turn your toes forward and just wiggle it out. You might shake your legs out and notice how that feels. Good, right? Take your feet now, hip distance apart, or you can zip your feet up together, right? So you choose what works for your body shape here. This is a little more challenging with the feet together. And then again, belly tucks in, core is strong, bum is strong. Take a breath in, squat, come down, right back up. Arms reach forward this time. As you come up, the pubic bone shoots forward towards the front of your mat. And as you come back to standing, your glutes are strong. So you're using the heels to push up and out. For 5, 4, keep going for 3, and 2. Last 1. Can you come back down into that deep squat and now lift up both heels? Try this or hold here. Lengthen with the heels lifted. Sit back down. Lengthen, straight arms and straight legs. Sit back down. So it's a wobbly mess, but you're hugging into your core, keeping the body aligned in space, lifting and lowering with the heels up. For 3, so much balance. 2, all of your focus, and 1. Pause at center. Stand up, one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Close your eyes, maybe sway, and just breathe. Notice if your heart is beating louder or faster than usual, and take even deeper breaths to start to slow it down. Good. Turn towards the front of your mat. If you're not already here, stamp your right foot down and step your left leg back. You're working your body into a nice deep lunge shape with the right knee tracked over your right ankle. Find that alignment, engage the back thigh, take a deep breath in. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, drop the back knee just to a hover. So it's not touching the mat, it's just hovering, and then extend it back out. You'll feel that length through the front of your left hip. Drop the back knee to a hover and straighten it back out. Good. The right leg is staying steady this whole time. Not a lot of motion through that right leg. Your left leg, meanwhile, is pulsing up and down really slowly, but quite ferociously. You'll feel that muscular work through the left thigh. For 3, and 2. Last 1, straighten the leg out, take the left hand down to the inside of the right foot, take the left knee to the floor or keep it lifted and just reach the right arm up. And now create circles with your right arm. Whatever direction feels good, you'll start there. Take 3 big circles with the right arm, back leg lifted or down. 3 big circles in the opposite direction, shredding through any issues with shoulder mobility from lots of sitting or driving. Good. And then place your right hand down on the floor. Step your right leg back. Lift up, downward dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth wide. Stick out your tongue. Exhale. Let the head dangle and bend into one knee and then the next. So your hamstrings get a nice little movement here. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Stabilize. Scissor your inner thighs together. Walk your hands up your body and pause. So we take a little time before the movement starts. Track the left knee over the left ankle. Scissor your inner thighs forward. Think about drawing energy up and opening across that right frontal hip. This place, your right hip, your left hip, they're always in flexion when we sit. So you're stretching here. This is so good for your body. Bend into your left knee, hands to your hips, maybe up overhead. Either stay here or bend that right knee down and extend for 10, 9, 8, steady through your left leg. You got it. 6, really slow. 5, 4 more. You can do anything for 3, 2, last one. Hold it up, breathe in or breathe out. Kerplunk. Your right hand comes to the floor. Maybe your right knee drops too. Start with that side twist. Lift your left arm up. Sink into the hip so that right hip opens up even more. And now think about shoulder mobility. Just wrap your left arm up and around. 3 slow, juicy circles in both directions. Unraveling any tension in the shoulder joint. And then set your left hand beside your left foot. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Inhale, flip your weight forward to a high plank. Drop your knees, bend into your elbows and lower right down to your tummy. Take your fingers outside your yoga mat. Press down for all 10 fingers, press down for all 10 toes. Inhale here. And as you exhale, lift your heart and chest up. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, ripple your weight up by any amount. This can be so tiny. One more time. And release. Really good. Take both arms forward. Make sure you have lots of room here. Both arms forward, both legs back. Take a breath in for nothing on the ground. And then as you exhale, lift up your left leg. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift up your right leg. Your head can stay low and lower it down. And just keep alternating side to side, starting to feel your bum, your glute muscles working. You'll create compression in your lumbar spine, good compression. And if it feels like too much compression, just take smaller movements, so don't go up as high. Good. One more time each side. Nice, gentle movement here. And release. Let's add the arms into that movement. So this time as you lift the left leg, can you lift the right arm, lift the head, and lower everything back down. Now lift the right leg, the left arm, and the head. Lower everything back down. Alternating side to side, only going as high as it feels good in your body. Lifting and releasing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Grand finale on this place. Open your arms and legs a little bit wider. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your arms and legs up. And now we start to make those make-believe snow angels here with our pelvis glued to the floor. For 8, 7, 6, engage your bum. 4, 3, 2, And one, lower it down and straight away. Lift your body up and back, child's pose. Good work. From child's pose, slip your weight up, come onto all fours, and we'll keep that heat, that momentum flowing. But first, a few cat-cows to release the spine. So inhale, you'll dump back into extension. You just spent some time here. But as you exhale, counter that action with deep, deep spinal flexion. Round into your upper back, puff between your shoulder blades, look to your belly. Unravel, undo, loop your shoulders back, drop your belly down and look up. Opposite side, puff between your shoulder blades, let your head dangle heavy, look to your tummy. One more time. You got it. Perfect. Come back to a neutral spine. Glue your left hand and your right knee to the floor. Take your left leg back and extend your right arm forward. Option one, stay here. You can also do this from your left elbow if that wrist is hurting. Otherwise, can you just start to pulse? So worrying not about how many reps we're doing, but instead about how still you can keep the trunk of your body. So often I'll teach this and I'll stand right beside that right hip, preventing the right hip from jutting out to the side. Keep going, you're still going. As you do this, can you do your best to keep your right hip steady in one place? So the body's not wobbling, it's just the limbs that are moving in and out. Crunching and grinding and strengthening your body by this deep connection into your midline. Keep going here, 4, 5, 4, even faster than usual, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go right away. Pick it up on the other side. Don't miss a beat here. So you find the alignment. The fingers on your right hand are spread nice and wide. Stabilizing and pressing down through your right thumb and index finger. That is the compression point that will root you. And then the body is just pulsing and churning in and out. Breathing with the movement, strengthening with the movement, and noticing the moments when it gets harder or gets easier. Push through. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sink back. Well-deserved child's pose. Let your heart melt to the floor. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. And now sit back onto your heels. Pick up your hands and your wrists and just spiral them around. Maybe make fists and wag your tail of these little palms. Shake them out, finding some release here. I also love to press the palms down onto the floor, fingers tracking towards my body. And just push down to lengthen and stretch out through the front line of the wrists and the elbows. Good. When you're ready, move back down onto all fours. Steady with the palms. Can you take your left leg and lift your left leg up? Try to create a nice 90-degree angle at that knee. And lift the heel a little higher. Bring the hip back down to neutral. So this is a really small movement. Smaller than you think, even smaller than I'm doing here, if you can. Pull your belly button in. Pull your belly button in, really tighten up through the core. And feel that isolated work through your glute. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, lift that leg up. And now bend the knee in, so the knee comes right beside your right knee. And open the leg out to the side. Come back through neutral. Lift the left leg up. Back through neutral. Open to the side. Neutral. Lift it up. So you're moving from these little heel kicks into side extension. Looks like you're opening up like a dog to pee on a fire hydrant. The belly wants to dump into the mat. Can you hold it back up? The shoulders want to collapse. The weight probably starts to move towards your pinky fingers. Can you root through the L shape of your hands? That's your index fingers and your thumb. For 3 and 2. Last one, listen carefully. Lift that left leg up. And now bend the knee and tuck it behind your right knee. Behind your right knee. Lift it back up. Try that 2 more times. Behind your right knee. Lift it back up. Last time behind your right knee. Lift it back up. We'll add on. Go behind your right knee and then kick the leg straight. Behind the right knee. Kick the leg straight. Behind the right knee and kick your leg straight. For 3. We're almost done here. 2 and 1. Last piece of this puzzle. Open your left leg out towards the left. Tap your toes to the floor. Feel that in your right butt. Cheek, lift your leg up. Take it all the way across to the other side and tap the floor on the right side of your body. Lift your left leg up. Move towards the left. Tap the floor. Back through center towards the right. Tap the floor. See if you can pull through for 5. And then you're done on this side, and we'll take a wrist on the brakes. A break on the wrist. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit back onto your heels and shake out your wrists. This is an intense, tough sequence, but it will feel so delightful in your body tomorrow and maybe even the next day. Good. You can do this work from your elbows if your wrists are hurting. Otherwise, plop back down onto them. And I promise after this side, we will come down onto our backs. Bend into your right knee. Lift that right leg up. Find hip height. Pull your core in. You're really grinding everything into the midline of your body. Kick up and drop back down. Tiny movements. 4, 8, 7, 6. Puff between your shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right knee beside your left leg. Kick it back up. Just get the feeling in your body. This time, bring the right knee beside your leg and open towards the side. Pull it back in and lift it up. So that's the movement. Opening to the side, heel kick towards the sky. 4, 8. Pull your belly button in. Constant little reminders. You can do this for 6. For 5, feel free to come down to your elbows if it's hurting your wrist. Don't let that hold you back. For 3 and 2. Last one. Hold that leg up and then you're just tucking your right knee behind your left leg. Lift it up 3 times like that. Tuck it behind. Lift it up. Tuck it behind. Lift it up. Now come up onto your palms if you're down on your elbows. Tuck the knee behind. Tuck the right knee behind the left knee and extend the leg. That's it. 2. One more time. You're going into full extension. Pause here. Hug the belly and tuck between the shoulder blades. Take the right leg to the right. Tap the floor. Lift it up and across towards the left and tap the floor. All the way over to the right and tap. All the way over to the left and tap. Your trunk is steady. If I were to stand right beside your left hip, it's not moving out towards the side. So your core is strong, the legs and the glutes are doing all of the work here. For 3, and then we come to our backs. Push through for 2, and 1. Nice job. Come right down onto your back. Take water if you have it. Before you come down, move your body around. And when you get to your back, just hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. And notice how good it feels. Notice how glad you are that you showed up. I don't know about you, but it always takes me Honestly, about 20 minutes or half an hour before I really appreciate my movement practice. And take the sole of your right foot onto the floor, bring your left ankle across your right thigh. Go ahead and find thread the needle stretch. So interlace your hands behind your right thigh or in front of your right shin. And just pivot and rock your body side to side. Breathing here. You've reached the halfway mark in your practice. Can you come back to your intention? Release that leg. Go ahead onto or into the other side right away. Breathe here. Go ahead, lower your feet flat onto the floor. Nice and wide, flop your knees from side to side. Releasing through your hips, releasing through your spine. Go ahead, come back through center. Pick your legs up and set your knees right above your hips. Feet can be flexed or extended. Hands come alongside the body, or they might open up wide for a little more space. Take a deep breath in. Imprint your lower back into the floor and feel your core muscles, just like you did when we started standing. Start to slowly drop your knees over to a hover at the right. So they won't touch the floor, but they'll hover. Good. And then pick your knees back up and slowly drift them over towards the left for a little hover. And that's it. Bring them back up through center. You can pause here if it feels really good or even a little bit good. Try it one more time, maybe driving the knees a little further away from your hips so it feels like your toes are moving closer towards the bottom of your mat. And now bring your body back up through neutral. Good. Tap your right heel down onto the floor, core is engaged, and then pull that right leg back up. Tap your left heel and bring it back up. Good. So you're tapping heel, alternating to the next heel. And if you close your eyes and start to anchor your focus and attention on your core, you'll notice you can even put your hands on your belly when it's no longer engaged. And you'll feel that in your back right away. This kind of Pilates work is really nice because it takes a lot of the strain out of the lower back and neck that we get when we do traditional abdominal crunches, which we will do. Good. Bring both legs up to center, point and flex your toes. Point and flex your toes. Point and flex. One more time, point and flex. Really, really good. Take your arms up to the sky. Remember cat-cow, and we did that bird-dog variation? Very similar. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, extend your left leg to a hover and your right arm. Core is strong, pull back through center. Extend your right leg and your left arm, pull back through center. And now just keep alternating, mindful of how much your knees want to come towards your chest, towards your belly button, and continually setting them just above your hips. There you go, 4, 5, 4, working on your mind, cognition here, 3, and 2. The last one gets you a break. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock from side to side. Breathe here. Take one hand on either knee and create big, big circles with your knees, circling them around in one direction and then change it to the next. Nice job. Place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Soles of your feet to the floor. Take your arms and make little goalpost shapes with your arms. So bend at the elbows. The backs of your hands are touching the floor above your head or beside your head here. Again, just coming back to shoulder mobility where we started. Take a deep breath in. And now as you exhale, lift your palms up. Elbows stay glued to the floor. Palms, wrists, and forearms lift up. And now start to drop your palms forward. See if they can touch the floor. Mine can't. Depending on your bone and joint structure, yours might or might not be able to. And then bring your hands back up and drop them, the back of your hands down. That's it. One more time here. Good. Bring your hands back up. In fact, can you reach your arms all the way up? Palms face one another, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Keep your head on the floor. Can you lift your hands up so it feels like your scapula, your shoulders are lifting off the floor? And then depress your arms, your shoulders back down into the floor so you can feel your shoulders pushing into your mat. Now inhale, reach your arms up like you're trying to catch something up overhead. Exhale, drop your arms back down. One more time, reach your arms up. And exhale, lower your arms back down. Now bend at the elbows, interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows can be open wide, tucked in. Doesn't matter to me. Do what feels best for your body. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, try to pick up the entire upper back, the shoulders up off the floor. When you get there, let your head hang into your hands. Your hands are like a little hammock you've built for your head. Lower back down. Good. Take a breath in for nothing. Exhale, lift your head, your neck, and your shoulders up. Inhale, lower back down. You can stay here, lifting and lowering through these really traditional but still challenging ab crunches. Or you might opt to bring the legs up. 4, 5, 4. Think about pulling your belly button towards your sternum and your sternum towards your belly button every time you curl in. Last one, hold at the top, tiny little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, hug your knees in and just rock from side to side. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Second round, similar, but we have the option to take it a little deeper. So feet on the floor, hands behind your head, interlaced or not, elbows in or not. Find a neutral spine, engage your core, take a breath in. It's the exhale that picks you up and the inhale that drops you back down. Exhale to come up, find the breath, inhale to lower. You can breathe out through the mouth for this sequence if that feels better. It will cool you down if you're sweating. Option to stay there, work with that movement. Other option is to bring the knees up. Your grand finale, final option, just like bird dog, you'll extend your right leg, tap your right knee and your right elbow, pull through center, keep the body lifted, and switch to the other side. So you're moving through this bicycle, twisted bicycle action, starting to work into your obliques and pushing for not so many more, just 5, you can do it. And then we're basically done. 4, 3, 2, last 1, and release. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a big breath in. You can give yourself a pat on the back. And we'll ease out of the practice with some glute work in bridge pose. Place the soles of your feet on the mat. Really glue down through each of your toe mounds. Push down, take a breath in. Hands are grounded beside you. It's the exhale that picks your pelvis up. Inhale, lower back down. That's right. Exhale, pull up. Glutes squeeze to each other. When you're up high, they release as you lower down. 4, 5, and 4, 3, and 2. On 1. Can you hold at the top and just start to drop and lift? So you're dropping and lifting your hips. Maybe you go halfway, maybe you just go a few inches. But the whole time you're here, the inner line of your foot is parallel balanced like the outer line of your foot. So you're not leaning in on your feet or leaning out. Your glutes are strong as you pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good job. 2, and 1. Simmer down, lower your full back to the floor. Just hug your right knee into your chest. Stretch your left leg long. Close your eyes. 5 deep breaths here. Take your right hand to the outside of your right leg. Left hand to the outside of your right leg. Open your right arm wide and cross that right leg right over your body. Come into a big twist. Maybe you take the peace fingers of your left hand, grab that right big toe, and really kick that right leg out. You'll get the whole back line of your leg there. Breathing. Good. Pull back through center. Release your right leg beside your left leg. Just feel the right side compared to the left side now. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Wind relieving pose. 5 full breaths here. You're stimulating your digestive organs. Let go. Gently transition into your twist. So the right hand comes to the outside of that left leg and just stretch it over your body. You can pause there. And take a regular twist. You can bend that bottom knee if you want, or stretch your left leg long and grab your big toe with your peace and love fingers on your right hand. Good. Bring both legs back through center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Pick up your head and your neck. Curl into a little ball. Take a breath in. Good. And then exhale. Release your body all the way down to your mat. Flatten out for a comfortable 5 minutes in Shavasana. Turn your palms to face up. Close your eyes. And just allow the weight of your body to collapse. For these next few moments, you have nothing to do. There's no one to tend to. Give yourself permission to really, really rest here. And I'll pull you out when our 5 minutes are up. There's a Sanskrit mantra that reads, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And this translates to, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom for all.